Hey guys, what's going on? Brandon Brown here, physical therapist and wellness coach with Get Your Fix Physical Therapy, Get Your Fix Nutrition, CrossFit coach at CrossFit Majestic. And I work with CrossFitters and runners to get them from injury to PR in 8 to 12 weeks. Finishing off the Achilles pain series today, and we're working up the chain. And so now we're looking at how the hips play a role. So we talked about how tightness along that posterior chain, the hamstrings, the calves, and the bottom of the foot can affect it. We talked about that foot strength and control there. So now we're going to talk about the hip and how that plays a role into Achilles issues. So we talked about, last time we discussed how that leg turning inwards. Let me bring this up a little bit. We talked about how that foot collapsing inward and that can cause like a torque on that Achilles tendon. The same thing can happen, but coming from the hip. So if you don't have good control on the hip, it can cause that knee to fall inward, which naturally causes that ankle to fall inward as well. Now, this can be one of those things that you can run for a short distance and then the pain starts, or it could be something that happens immediately. Same thing in the CrossFit world, Olympic lifting world. You may be fine initially, but then as muscles fatigue, that's when things start happening and that leg falling inward. So for instance, when you're out on your run, you may do pretty well controlling for maybe a mile, 2 miles, 5 miles, but when you get over that amount, as these muscles fatigue, if you don't have the strength and endurance in them, then they start rolling inward every single step, starts putting a lot of tension on that Achilles tendon area. If you are in the CrossFit box, things such as squats, letting those knees fall inward, landing from a box jump, letting those knees fall inward. Any of your motions that you're letting those knees fall inward a little bit because those hips are lacking control, that's where you're going to start having some issues, or could start having some issues in that Achilles area from that torque. So definitely important to keep those hips nice and strong in order to prevent some of these issues. Now, as far as what to do about it, there are a lot of different exercises you can do to strengthen those hips. I've done several different series on hip strengthening. So what I'm going to do to make this easy for all of you is in the comment section here, I'm going to put a link to my YouTube channel and specifically my hip stability playlist. And this will give you a good number of exercises you can start doing to work on addressing the hip stabilizers, working on that muscular endurance, that hip strength in order to prevent some of these issues down the chain into your foot and ankle. So let me know what questions you have regarding this. I'll be happy to answer any questions you have. If you have any specific comments on this, definitely comment on here below as well. I'd be happy to give any feedback that I can regarding your issues. And as usual, if you have any specific questions for me, feel free to reach out to me through Facebook Messenger. I'd be happy to answer any questions I can for you. So hope you're having an amazing day today, and I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good one. Bye.